Everybody, welcome back. This is my calendar of the day video, origami video for Friday, August 28th, 2009. And this model is a snail. So I suppose it's somewhat appropriate that I was slow in getting this one made. So I'm sorry for the delay, but here you go. This uses a regular piece of origami paper, so have your supplies in hand, and we'll get through this one as quickly as we can for a snail. Okay, so this model starts out using a square base, and that progresses into a bird base. And so let me just walk you through the steps for those bases. First, for the square base, you have your piece of paper with the white side facing up. You fold it in half horizontally and vertically. Open it back up, flip it around, and then fold it in half on the diagonal in both directions. So one way and the other. And open it all the way back up again. And as I say very often, you'll see it starts to fold in on itself. On the diagonal. So you encourage it to go ahead and fold in all the way. Actually, with the for the square base, you really only have to fold it in half in one direction on the diagonal. I did it in both, but you only have to do it in one. So here's your square base. Now we're going to progress on to creating the bird base from this point. Alright, so to continue on to create the bird base, if you didn't fold it in half in both directions on the diagonal already, you won't have a line down the center here. So you want to go ahead and just fold your piece over to create that center line. If you did follow my instructions in the beginning and fold it in half in both directions on the diagonal when you were creating your square base, you have that line already. And what you're going to do then is to fold these side points to that center line, like so, into the center, and fold the top triangle over top of it as well. And this is all to create a crease so that you can open this up. And when you do this, this is kind of, I think, where they get the bird base idea, because it starts to look like a little baby bird's mouth when it wants to be fed. Feed me. It's going to bend along this crease here that you just made. Bend, and then you're going to open it up and then use the creases that you made by folding those bits in to then get this to fold down. And it takes a little bit of work because actually the original creases you make are in the opposite direction, but it gives you a weakness in the paper to make it easier for this to happen. So you folded this down, flip it around, and you're doing the same thing on the other side. So you're folding both sides into the center just to create creases here. Folding this over again for the weakness in the paper, and then you open it up so that it bends along that crease. Open it up, create your little baby bird mouth as you're doing that, and then fold in along those lines. So when all is said and done, your piece will look like this. Now make sure you're holding your piece with the split part to the bottom for these next folds. And you're going to be folding at the top, the opposite end from the split area. And what you're going to do is first fold this tip to this center line here. There's a line across here, so you're folding the tip down right to that line. Then fold it over again with a little band, and then you'll see there's a little bit of a flap peeking out when you do that. So fold it over like that, And then finally, one last time, fold this whole bit over again and down. So now you've exposed this triangle all the way, and this is folded over. And then flip your piece around and do those same 3 steps on this side. So fold the tip down to the center line, then fold it over in half like that, and then finally fold the whole flap down, exposing the triangle. Alright, so we're almost there with our snail. Now what you're going to do is each of these bottom little flat pieces, you're going to pull up and reverse in, like an inside reverse fold. Pull them up and reverse them over. So one, and see how it's reversed in? It's down like this. I pull it up, push it in, reverse it over, like this. Then on one side, do the same thing in the opposite direction. Pull it back down and reverse it in, like so. And that's creating the tail. And then on the opposite side, which is where the head is, you need to take a little pair of scissors and snip it right in along here. There we go. So that you can flip one side over like that. And that creates the head of your snail. And there you have it. Alright, so that's the Friday model. Ta-da! Tomorrow, because I'm actually doing this on Sunday, there's no big surprise there. Tomorrow, Monday, the model is called an instruction folder. It's not too complicated, and it's basically just a little pouch thing that we'll be making. So that one should go fairly quickly, and I hope that I won't have too many distractions, and I'll be able to get it up for you on time. So not much left of the weekend now, but enjoy what you've got left, and I'll see you back here tomorrow, hopefully.